Hey everyone, Teacher Jasana here. Wanting to make a video about a quick overview on what to expect once you get the ball rolling on your VIPKID journey. Again, if you're interested, don't forget my code. I would really appreciate the referral. Again, cost you nothing. Company just hooks me up for sending you their way. The link will be down below. Also, the website will be down below. And if this is your first time to the channel, please hit subscribe so you can get future videos of VIPKID tips and tricks and go with me around my journey. So let's just dive into it real quick because I'm trying to make my video short. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure you do your research, okay? You want to make sure your VIPKID is not something that you're, going in blind. You want to make sure you know a little bit about the company. But I definitely recommend stopping right where you are, and even this video, stop and check the timestamp of the video. The reason why I say that is because VIPKID is a growing company. It's growing very quickly. It's only 5 years old and they already have 60,000 teachers. That's incredible. But during that, they're changing a lot of things around. And during those changes, obviously, some videos are outdated. So just allow some grace when you're watching the YouTube videos from other teachers who are trying to recruit or just trying to train or just, like me, just trying to build that community up so we can get stronger together. You really, really just want to stop and make sure you're getting some recent information. So check this timestamp. Hopefully it's recent and this information is good. If it's not, go to my channel and go to the most recent video. I should update it as the company changes. So allow grace with that. Don't hate on the teachers too much. They can't predict the changes, but that's a good thing that things are changing because that means the company's growing. So once you feel comfortable with the company, you want to obviously go ahead and set up your interview. Go ahead and sign in. You get to pick your interview that day. You get to set it up, the time. Now, make sure you pay attention to what you're actually clicking on, because I did this the day I saw the ad pretty much and was really, really tired that night because I am a stay-at-home mom with 2 boys, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. My days are full, so by the time I, 10, 11 o'clock roll around, I'm sleepy, I'm drowsy. Ignore my dog noise, sorry. I'm sleepy, I'm drowsy, so I didn't pay very close attention and didn't realize the dates were on the top and all the times were on the bottom. And the way I saw it in my drowsy brain was this date, this time, this date, this time, this date, this time. So I clicked Sunday at 10, submit, and didn't realize that I was still on Friday's date, and that was all the times for Friday. And then, here comes Saturday. I could have clicked, and here comes Sunday. I should have clicked Sunday and then clicked the time. That would have saved me a headache because I clicked it Friday at 10, and I was doing this Thursday night, so I gave myself literally less than 12 hours to get ready for my interview. Surprise, I passed, but way more stressful than it needed to be. So do not book your interview drowsy. Make sure you're alert, you know what you're doing, because they really are big on cancellations and rescheduling. That is something that you'll probably hear throughout your research, is they're really big about that. You only get, I think 6 cancellations in your 6-month contract. But that kind of makes sense because, they're really trying to get 2 people across the globe to sit down and hang out together for 25 minutes. And if you reschedule your whole day to be with, somebody for 25 minutes and then they don't show up, that gives the company a bad look, so it makes sense. Anyways, I'll get into that in another video. Let me stop talking. So you want to make sure you sign up for your interview, check the date before hitting submit, check the top row that you have the date clicked that you wanted, and then take your interview seriously. Prep, practice. Your interview determines your pay for that contract cycle. I'm not sure, this is my first contract cycle, so I'm not sure if they reevaluate it. It doesn't sound like it based on some of the videos I've watched. I might be wrong about that, but your interview is going to determine your pay. And again, it's from $14 an hour to $22 an hour. And I'll do a video on why that gap is so big and where can you fall and stuff like that. But this is just a quick overview. Make sure you practice for that interview. And I'll have videos coming out on how to prep for that and what to do, some tricks and stuff. So take it seriously. But then once you get to that, I'm old school. I got my little foldable here because I don't know how to video edit yet. I'm going to have to practice that. But once you do your interview, assuming that you pass it and you like your pay and you're like, yes, this is good, you'll get directed to their certification center. I feel kind of guilty because I kind of took that part for granted the first time and was just like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, YouTube videos and links and yeah, okay, I got this. And so I went almost straight to my mock class because it was like, I felt confident. I was like, I know this. I've been practicing my phonics. Let's do it. I don't suggest that going straight away. Spend some time here. You really want to dive into their material. You really want to get a feel for how they teach, why they teach. Like, you want to know what TPR is, total physical response. You really want to have an understanding of that before you get to your mock classes and why educational TPR is so important. And you also want to practice talking less because you're talking to a kid in China who doesn't know English. So you really have to work on your timing, talking less, and your TPR. So really focus on that, and then you'll go to your mock class. Once you pass your mock class, you're going to get your contract, which should be about 6 months, and then you'll go create your teacher profile, and then you'll teach. So that's a really quick overview. Again, my foldable. You can tell I'm a teacher. It's just in my blood. But the interview determines the pay. You want to take advantage and practice. They have practice classrooms. Do it. Not only do you want to practice out loud, which is so weird because I never practiced out loud when I was a classroom teacher. You want to practice out loud here in the online version because you also want to know your range of your movements and how to get things close to the camera. And that takes physical practice. That takes physical time to look at the camera and do that. So practice that. So take advantage of that certification center. They have a 2-hour free one-on-one, well, not one-on-one, it's like 1-on-10, one master teacher with 10 new teachers. Take advantage of that because that's where a lot of questions are going to be getting answered. You're going to have a lot more clarity after you take that 2-hour course. So you may not pass your first mock. I thought I was a really good teacher. I didn't pass mine. She was really impressed with what I did and was really excited. She's like, I even learned a couple things from you, but you're still not ready for the classroom, which is fine. It was hard to hear because I have an ego, but it was fine because I did need to go back and I did need to practice. I needed to work on cutting back some of my talking. I needed to work on the TPR. I needed to work on things. So take their feedback. If you don't pass the first or second or even third time, take their feedback with encouragement because they just want you the best for you and the best for the student. So don't take it personally. I took it really hard, but don't. And then just try again, try your mock class again. So I ended up doing the interview on a Friday. I tried a mock class on Sunday, didn't pass it, did the next one on a Monday, passed it. So my whole process was like 4 days before I went to contract and profile and teaching. It may take you 2 weeks, especially if you haven't been in the classroom, especially if you haven't been around toddlers working on phonics for the last 3 years like I have. If you're invested in this and this is something you want to do, if you want to earn money from home and stay at home with your kids and still make a difference in the world and still set that teacher passion on fire, try out the profile or try this out. It's not going to hurt. I really think it's worth your time. Again, hook your girl up with a referral. I'll appreciate it a lot. Until then, guys, happy teaching. Hope to see you soon.